Good morning, good morning, good morning. Am I shaking the table? I think I am. How are you guys doing this morning? I pray you have an amazing Friday at 6:30 a.m. or a little after. So I'm going to share this to my personal page. I pray you guys are having an amazing morning because I know I am. Good morning, Jill. How you doing this morning? Listen, quite a few quick announcements. So we know that Mother's Day is coming up. And so since Mother's Day is coming up, and I have a daughter who's turning 19 years old this weekend, on DBanks.storeenvy.com, we're having a 20% off sale. This is going to go until May 4th, so get on over there and get your Mother's Day t-shirts. I'm wearing one today that says the power of faith. In this season, in every season, we need the power of faith. So how are you guys doing this morning? I pray you've had an amazing week. I'm so excited, looking forward to the weekend. What about you? So our topic today, I'm excited about this topic. And I put hashtag second win. And I put that because anytime you are on an assignment that God has given you, anytime you're trying to build a vision that you have envisioned and it doesn't seem like it's about to come to pass, or it seems like things are happening for everyone else and it's not happening for you, so you get into a season of depression, a season of defeat, a season or a day of why is this not happening to me? Why, God? How did I get here? And so you kind of get in this slump. But I'm here to tell you that God will send you a second win. He'll send you something that will give you the strength that you need to complete that assignment, to complete that business, to move to the next era. How many understand that God wants to see us succeed? He wants to see us blessed. Because when he sees us blessed and see us succeed, he gets all the glory, because we could not have done it in our own strength. So today we're going to be in Hebrew, the 12th chapter, and I'm only going to deal with 1a of the verse 1 and then 1b. And in that it says, let us lay aside every weight and sin which so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. Let us lay aside every weight. What weight are you carrying that is preventing you from finishing your race and preventing you from getting that second win that you need to complete? What is that weight? Is it a weight of envy? Is it a weight of depression from not seeing it come to pass soon enough? Is it a weight of family? Because if you have children and you have a spouse, you know it's a lot of work. Everyone is wanting something from you. Everybody's pulling something from you. How many can agree with that? Wave your hand. You need to get a second win. So when God is saying lay aside every weight, he's saying those things are bogging you down. Lay them aside. Let them go. Let him take care of all of that. It is your assignment. It is our assignment to complete what he has given us. He drops the idea into us, but it is our assignment to walk it out. Even if we don't know the how, we just need to walk it out. But when we allow fear, when we allow the weight of the world to get on our shoulders, it slows us down. Anytime you run a race or you're running in a marathon, and if you don't pace yourself right, you're going to give up in midway. It's the same way when we're walking out our promise, our destiny, our vision, our dream. We can give up in the middle, that process part, if we don't gain our second win. And I'm telling you, Monday, God gave me my second win because I was so bogged down. I'm like, God, why is everything happening to everyone else? I'm not new to the game. I've been in business for a long time. Why is it not taking off yet? What's going on? And so Monday, that's why I love having people that you could be so transparent with, that you can let down the mask and just tell it like it is. Like no judgment, no nothing. You can just flat out, right? So Monday, my best friend called and we just had a good conversation just about what it feels like to go through and wanting something, or even he gave me some good insight. Even when God gives you the promise and you get where he's taking you and you get that in your hand, like you can see it, touch it, and feel it, there's still an overwhelming feeling if you're worthy, or overwhelming feeling of, do I deserve this? This is a lot to take on. Like, I'm excited, but I'm scared at the same time. I'm a little overwhelmed. Have you ever felt that way? Like you've been wanting something all of your life and you finally get it. And now you're overwhelmed. You're like, oh my God, I got it. Oh, am I going to lose it? Am I worthy of it? So there's two feelings you can get on either side. You can get the feeling of the weight of depression and fear on the side of waiting. And then you can get the same thing on the side of receiving. I thought that was like, wow. I'm like, but you've been wanting this. Like, how do you feel that way? Like, I'm confused. So it can happen on either way when you get the destiny, and it can happen before and in between. But that's why God is saying, listen, lay aside the weight. Because if you don't even enjoy the journey. You don't even enjoy the season that you are in. Then he goes on to say, let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. Also, he also says sin, which is so easily ensnares us. Sometimes we allow our past, our sins, things that we have done that we're not so proud of, stop us from enjoying the process, stops us from enjoying even when we receive it. Because people like to remind you of yesterday, like to remind you of who you used to be, and will not allow you to enjoy the season. We do it to ourselves, but we also allow others to do it too. Listen, the past is the past. I love when somebody told me what has happened 15 minutes ago is still the past. It has nothing to do with your here and your now. Your future is right now, your present, and then what happens in the next 10 minutes. So whatever happened in the past is the past. So let it go. It don't belong to you anymore. It's already done. You can't go back and fix it. But there are some people who live in the past. And so because they can't get up out of the past and make life happen for them, they want to sit in misery and they want to bring you into misery with them. Do you know somebody like that? I know of quite a few people like that. That's all they want to do is sit in the past. They can't even enjoy. So he's saying to let that go too. Listen, when you ask God to forgive you and you repent and you are sorry for whatever it is you've done, it's done. He's let it go. So why do we hold on to it or allow people to trap us in something that is no longer, you can't go back and fix it. I can't go back and fix 10 years ago. I can't go back and fix 5 years ago. Heck, I can't even go back and fix 5 minutes ago. But what I can do is take a step in this present moment and say, listen, I'm sorry, forgive me, but I want to be happy. And I want to be able to finish what God has in store for me. And I can't do it holding on to all of this weight, all of this sin, all this envy, all of this fear, all of whatever. Lay it aside so that you can walk with your head up and enjoy what God is trying to give us. He wants us to have joy. He wants our soul to prosper. You can't prosper in even if you are rich. Get this. There are people who are wealthy and can't even enjoy their own wealth for depression, for fear, for people calling on them, asking them and begging and pulling on them. I used to say, and I probably still feel this way, like, God, if I get wealthy and get rich, I don't want nobody to know. I don't have to be wealthy in front of everybody. Let it be quiet. Let it be quiet. Because if not, everybody will be calling on you who ain't never talked to you in a million years. Now want to be your best friend. Now want to say, oh, I believed in you. I knew you were going to make it. Who am I the only one that feel that way? Like, you want to be rich, but you don't want God. You don't want nobody to know. Look, wave your hand, say I, say me. Let me know I'm not in this by myself. Like, I don't want nobody to know. Because I don't want the people calling and bugging me. But at the same time, listen, there's a power of the word no. And I need to learn that word no now. But anyway, I'm serious. I'm kidding, but I'm serious at the same time. It is scary to want, right, Jill? You understand what I'm saying? It is scary to know that even if you get wealth, who's going to come out of the woodwork and said that they believed in you when they know they ain't never supported you in the in-between season. They were never there when you was blood, sweat, and tears building the thing together. But I know I'm all off subject. Let me get back on subject. But God does want to give us a second win. He wants us to finish the race. And we have to lay aside, even all of that, even lay aside family that don't believe in us, and lay aside friends who may not believe in the dream or vision. Lay all of that aside. Keep your eyes focused on the prize. Not to the left, not to the right. Keep your hands focused on the prize and run the race. Because when you get to the finish line, there's another race you got to run. You got to run the race of what do I do in the moment? I've gained it. I got it. Now you got to figure out how to maintain it and then how to take on the next assignment. Because once you complete one assignment, I'm here to tell you, there's another one waiting for you. So you never really, truly arrived. So learn it now in this season. I think that's what God is trying to teach me. Look, learn how to gain your second win now. Because when you get up here, you're going to have to be able to do it quicker and quicker, or you're going to get stuck. You're going to plateau out. You know, like when you work out and you reach a certain plateau and you can't get past this certain point, and you have to change up some things so you can get that momentum kicked back in. This is what we need to be building now with that muscle of, listen, fear is there, but you're going to have to do it afraid. Okay. Yes, people may be hitting their destiny and getting in there sooner than you, but hey, yours is on the way. Your season is coming. My season is coming. So yeah, keep going. And then, just lay all of that stuff aside and to move in what God has us to do in this season. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just be excited about what he's trying to do. Because in that moment, when I got that call from him, I got a text message from somebody encouraging me. I ended up watching a video by, I think his name, Michael Todd, that talked about being marked by God in this season. All of those re-encouraged me in one day, God downloaded an idea. One day. I completed an idea in one day. And I can't wait to share it with you guys. I will have a series of prayer journals. I love journaling. I love writing my thoughts down. And I normally write them in books and stuff like these and in my other journal. But I said, you know what? When I looked over a lot of my journals, a lot of them were not organized thoughts. They were just thoughts that I was feeling in the moment, or complaints that I was complaining to God about, or whatever. But they were never organized thoughts. And so to be able to have prayer journals where you can journal in an organized fashion, you can have a place where you can go back and see what God has done, the victories, the win, what your thought process was then. Because sometimes I go back and I look at journals over a year ago and I'm like, girl, what was your problem? What were you thinking? Like, really? Were you in that mindset? So they're really good to have a good laugh because you've came a long way. You be able to look at yourself then and look at yourself now. You have came a mighty long way. So I'm excited to be able to present those to you. I can't wait. I have some sets that are coming in tomorrow. I can't wait to touch them and feel them and play around with them. And then hopefully in the month of May, I can start releasing them one at a time. But in this season, look for God to be doing a lot of downloads, a lot of ideas, because he's giving them, he's dropping them. I believe in my heart he's dropping them daily. It's up to us to pay attention to them. And I want to give you a quick tip before I jump off this video. If you want to know what it is you're supposed to be doing, or if you want to know what an idea is, look for something that frustrates you. Look for something that frustrates you the most and figure out how would you solve it? How can you fix it? Because there's an idea in that. Trust me, there's an idea in that. The one that I did in one day, it was an idea based off of something that I was frustrated, and I looked around at something I was doing. I'm like, oh my God, I was missing it all the time. Created it in one day and can't wait till it gets here. So look for something that frustrates you and instead of being defeated in that moment, stop, take a deep breath and say, what is it about this that God is trying to teach me? And what can I learn? And what can I do to fix it? Because I promise you, if you're having that same problem, somebody else is having it too. And it's a way for you to fix it for them and yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Don't miss out on those moments because there's some great ideas. Have you ever seen somebody that produced an idea and they made millions off of it and you say, I had that same idea? Guess what? They executed the idea. You can do the same thing. You can execute the same idea. So get prepared, get ready, because he's downloading. Make sure you reach up and catch yours. I'm telling you, get prepared. Whatever's frustrating you, whatever got you bogged down, stop, take a deep breath. Start writing it down and figure out how can I solve this? He gives us a mind for a reason. You don't have to use it to sit around and just do nothing with your life. We all have an opportunity in life to be somebody. We all have the same 24 hours and 7 days a week. So when somebody come tell me I can't make something happen, bump, I'm not even trying to listen to you, because I'm a single mom with 2 children. And if I can make something happen, hey, Jill, where you at? Before she got married, did you make something happen? Hello, you can make anything happen when you set your mind to it. When you're given the same 24 hours, same 7 days a week as everybody else. The one thing we all got in common is time. And what you do with that time is what give you. So when you're trying to hate on, this is the one thing, Lord, I don't know why I'm saying this, used to get on my nerves when people say, well, why you get to go this? I don't get to go nowhere. I don't get to go nowhere. Why you get to go? The same way you get up in the morning, same way I got up in the morning. I went to work. I created a business, and I get a check, and I use that check to do whatever I want to do with me and my children. That's how we get to go on trips. Guess what? You can do the same exact thing. Get up, stop complaining, and make it happen. So when people tell you they can't, I don't even listen to it. Some people say, well, how did you move? I moved 3,000 miles, over 3,000 miles, or over 2, however it is, to Arkansas with my children from California. If I can do it, anybody can make a move. So I don't be wanting to hear all of that stuff. What you put your mind to, what you focus on, anything can happen. You can have a business. You can have anything that you want. But you have to be willing to put in the work. You have to be able to be willing to bog down and make it happen, and allow God to direct your path and make it happen, because it can happen. But to be complaining and reaching and want to take for somebody else, and want them to feel sorry for you and to take care of you because they're not willing to get up and do the same thing, that's just crazy to me. Get up and make it happen. Get up and make it happen. I'm blessed that we had wonderful examples in our parents, Jill. Our moms made things happen. Make things happen. My daughter watched me make things happen. Guess what? I don't make everything happen for her. She gets out there and make it happen. I assist, but I don't do everything for her. That's how she's able to get out there and make things happen for herself. Guess what? I got a son. It's going to be the same way. Make things happen. I'm here to assist, not to do it for you. So I didn't mean to get into all of that, but I just had to put that out there, because the higher you go up, the more people come out of the woodworks and feel entitled to whatever you worked very hard for, and they wouldn't even assist 10 minutes of their time to help you make it happen, but they want to reap the benefits of it. So Lord, forgive me for that, but I just had to say that and get that out there and get that off my chest right quick. So anyhow, I hope you guys have a blessed day today. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Let this be your second win. I hope this inspired you enough. To the replay audience, thank you for watching the video. I hope this gets you ready for your second win to complete whatever God is giving you in this season, and watch him bless it. Give him something to work with. Lay aside fear, lay aside envy, lay aside frustration, and go ahead and take that second win and make it happen for you today. You guys have a blessed, amazing Friday. Love you guys much. I'm celebrating my daughter this weekend. She's turning 19. Can you believe that? I'm going to have a 19-year-old. Wow. My son just turned 13. I'm getting old. It's time to color the gray. It's time to color the gray hair. So anyway, you guys have an amazing weekend. Love you all. Love you, Jill. See you guys later. Bye.